we're just in our test club for the purposes of this webinar today, focusing on club products and renewals. So for your club products, you're going to come into the club profile section, and in here, whether you're a collecting membership products already through the platform or using a separate one. This can help kind of streamline the whole process for you as well. So if by chance you're not already using the system fully and are just a partial user of it, you'd need to connect a Stripe account first before you can take club products. So for Stripe, the funds from the membership go directly to you in real time. If you don't have a Stripe account connected, instead of what my screen in the test club is here, you'll see a connect Stripe button in this. So all you need to do is log into your Stripe account and just click on that button, and it will sync the account, the Stripe account, with your with the membership platform for you. So it's very streamlined. For your club products, then these are in the membership settings. So in order to add club products, you'll see here you have two options. So only collect Cycling Ireland memberships, which is your federation payment for members, or you can collect your club membership and Cycling Ireland membership all in the one transaction. So essentially it's all done in the one system for you and for the members in terms of logging on and renewing this. So for it's kind of a key time, and this is why we do a lot of the support webinars around now, is we're coming into the reopening up of the system for 2025. So the system will be closed between the 4th of November and reopening then on the 7th of November. So essentially, if you want to start your renewal process after then for members to renew for 2025, then the system will be open for that. I think by default as well, when you reaffiliate the club for 2025, your products from previous years will still be there. So you shouldn't need to recreate the wheel every time, but this is just handy in case you're thinking of adding any different products, or if you need to edit any ones here as well. So for this test club we're in now, as you can see, we already have a few test products in here as well. But just to show you, so for all the club products, you can edit them or you can delete them. And just to note, you won't be able to delete them if they're already linked to a person who has bought that type of membership. So just to show you, so in case you don't see a delete button here, this is why. So I'm going to click on add new club products just so you can see the kind of all the settings you can configure here. So the product name, the very first thing, this is what's visible to you and what your members will see when they're either renewing or they're looking to join the club as a new member. So you include as much detail as you want here. So for example, we might do a junior product. And for example, if you're doing any age restrictions, say this is from 7 to 15-year-olds can buy this type of membership. We'll do the price. So again, you don't need to add in any icons like any kind of euro signs or anything like that. You can just type in the number and it's all done for you. For the fee type, so for the fees, I think it's 2.5%. So these can be for the transaction. So this is either added on or absorbed. So if you add it on, the member will pay the €15 plus the transaction fee, or and that €15 goes directly to you in real time. If you choose to absorb it, the transaction fee is taken automatically from the €15. You still get the funds in real time. It's just the small percentage that's taken from it automatically for the transaction. I think 99.9% of everyone will add it on. So again, it can be a cost neutral structure for yourselves in terms of managing the club. For the year, it's just 2024 right now. Obviously, once you're setting up your club products for 2025, that'll be the option that's there. This, if you're looking to restrict the sale of specific memberships, and again, if you don't see the delete button, controlling your online sale dates can be done here. So if you wanted to stop anything at a particular date, um, or a particular capacity for memberships, you can just close the sale of the membership type and it won't be available anymore. So again, very straightforward. This is, we'll open it up in December, and then we'll close it um, maybe in October. We'll have to do a bit later. Again, just for test services because it's the end of this year. But you can see yourself, it's just selecting the date, the month, and the year for the online sales. And again, if you want to restrict the ages, then you can do so here as well as an added feature and just save. Um, so you'll see here, this has been added in to the club product options. If you want to change anything as well, even if I go into our older senior product here, I can click on edit and it's all the same controls in terms of if you decide you want to change the name or change the price, all these settings can be configured here then as well and updated. Um, Again, any questions, just pop them into the chat box or the Q&A option in the meeting and we can go through those then as well. Um, a key part of the club products as well is controlling discounts. So the group discounts can be enabled if, say for example, people buy multiple memberships, or it could be like a family, or there's like multiple kids in the club, or so on. So these can be configured really easily and in multiple different ways. So we already have two different ones there. Again, very similar to the products, they can be edited or deleted. Um, for the discounts, you can delete them at any time, just because they're not they won't affect any kind of membership. It's just a discount, not necessarily a specific product. So if I go to add new group, these are the different options we have here. So you'll see the different product types. So say if a person has 3 junior memberships, so 3 children renewing, uh, this should amount to €45 in total. But for example, if I want to make this so that if there is a say €10 discount if they're renewing 3 kids, it's important to note that this is everyone would need to renew within the same transaction, and we'll be covering the renewals in this section in this webinar as well. So in case if you can still control the price of certain products for certain people, if by chance they've missed out on the discount, as well if they're registering a different child at a different time. Um, for club officials. Um, so yeah, very straightforward. You see the total amount it should be. You're going to give the discount amount again. Just write the plain text like just the 10 for €10, and then you'll see that the total amount after the discount. So the member will be paying 35 instead of 40. Perfect. Um, So that covers our product section. Another handy part of the club products, and in terms of the whole process for members, if you go to the notification section here in the club profile as well, you can actually customize the confirmation email that members receive once they've paid their membership for the year. Again, this might be handy if there's any WhatsApp groups you want people to be notified to, what time training sessions are each week, or just like a nice welcome message for them. So you'll see this is the format of the confirmation email here. So it'll automatically pull in their first name. Your custom message will be added in by default to the top section of the email. And then this bottom part is like the system generated email. So, they'll automatically see the memberships that they've added to their profile, and they'll have access to all of that there in it. So you can add in the text here and then just save it, and that's what the member will receive when they renew or join new as well. So for the renewals, there are two ways to renew members through the system. So you can do this through the club membership section. So you'll notice by default now in once the system reopens for 2025, all your members will be in red. So there'll be lapsed members for that at the start of January, sorry. And so you'll see here, if you want to renew just individual members once off, for example, they might be a club official, um, and you want to renew their membership for free, or if they're a trainer, or you just want to renew as one specific person for them for whatever reason, you can do it individually in this section. So you'll see here these two are our lapsed members. So instead of just the view button, they have the view and the renew button. So if we click on the renew button here, you're going to select the membership type you would like that person to have for the Cycling Ireland Federation component. And then your available club products will be here then as well. So we're just going to add and proceed to cart. All their details will be automatically filled in by default for the renewals, so you don't need to gather this information from the person. It just might be worth checking that their information is still all up to date for them, particularly the emergency contact details there as well. So I'll just save this one. We don't need to change anything. And once you get to this section here, then you have the option then to proceed to checkout for the person. So if you proceed to checkout, you can enter in the person's card details. Um, for this one then as well. It might be handy if someone's looking to renew over the phone, or if they're standing in front of you. Or if you click on the payment by member option here, this is really handy to sorry. This is really handy to send a payment link to the person directly. So this would be more common if you just want to send a payment link to the person's email. That's there. It'll automatically pull in the email address that's linked to their account for you automatically. You'll notice here as well, you can control the price the person pays. Again, this is it's a free membership type, but for example, if it was a paid one, you would have you can set the price override. So for example, if you wanted to renew a person for free, or if you wanted to do a discount for whatever reason, this is how you do it. So you just renew them individually, and you can set the price override on that person should pay. So it's really good for controlling those individual renewals, or those kind of special cases in terms of renewing, and you want to have a set price for just for that one person rather than just for everyone. Um, so yeah, for this one, I won't renew them now, but you just need to click the send payment link to the above email address, and it'll send them the link to pay. So that is one option, and just again, just good for those kind of once-off options for renewing specific members. I'll just clear my cart here. And we're going to go to the email renewal invites. So this is basically the best option for 2025. Once the system reopens, obviously this is our test club, so there's minimal lapsed members in the club anyway. And then again, just because we're close to the end of the year in 2024. So essentially, once you come back here, once the system reopens on the 7th of November, you'll see all your members will essentially be available for renewal in this section. rather than just the small few. So in here, essentially, if you want to renew certain individuals together, you can just tick the each individual box, but the best option is to tick this top box here next to license number. So this essentially will select all the lapsed members. Um, so again, really useful for just sending out a mass renewal invite to all members for your club that are lapsed for next year. So if I click on proceed, very similar to the confirmation email option, you have the option to customize the text that the club member receives in their renewal invite as well. So again, it's the custom text you want to add in goes in the top of the email, and then the system generated section is automatically pulled into each email for you. So uh, you don't need to worry about all the individual emails. It will automatically send the payment link to each person for their specific membership as well. So again, very streamlined. Everyone can renew their membership and pay. Pick their membership type, fill in their updated details for this year. So again, it just streamlines the whole process for you. You can choose to send the invite straight away, or you can schedule it. So, for example, you could schedule it now and schedule it to go at the end of once the system reopens for 2025. You could do this and schedule it to go out on the start of January or end of December, or whenever your own schedule is for the club in terms of getting those renewals in for the year. To set the date, again, it's just a drop down of the day, the month, the year, the very same as the other sections then as well. We'll send out the recording in the next few days, and again, any queries, just get in touch with us, and thanks so much for joining.